What's going on, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you the review, no recap, for Hawkeye, episode 6, season finale. So this is Christmas. I tried not to sing it. I tried my best to not sing it. Uh, Tons of Christmas references in this. And you know what? One thing I need to reference right now is for you to please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not new here, hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this. I am doing Book of Boba Fett next week. Possibly early. It's holidays. I got shit to do and trying to enjoy myself before we go into another lockdown. If you know, you know. If you don't know, watch the news. Oh my god. This episode, this series, this has to be without a doubt my favorite series of all of the Disney series so far. Is it partially biased? Yes. Is it founded? Also yes. Should you watch this? In my opinion, yes. But if you do not care about these characters, because there's been some complaints, so I'll get to the. Let's do the complaints real quick. If you don't really care about Hawkeye, Elena, Kate Bishop, Kingpin, yeah, Kingpin's in this. I don't know why you wouldn't care about Kingpin, but if you don't care about Kingpin, if you don't care about Laura Barton, who is more than likely Mockingbird, if you don't care about any of that, or if you don't care about Echo Maya Lopez, okay, I implore you, watch episodes 1, 2, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's only 6 episodes, and this episode was the billing time was hour and a minute long, and it probably actually ran about 55 to 60 minutes. Um, I love it. This had more action, and it's funny because someone said it had more action in it than the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Part 6, and if I'm just matching up scene for scene, I'd say it's about even. But there are several set pieces that are really great, and this is probably gonna be the one series I watch over and over again, especially since I love Christmas, and especially since this is Christmas themed. Oh, I've probably said this a dozen times. If if I got to write an Avengers style book, where's my boy all the way right here? If I got to write an Avengers style book, is Natasha on here at all? I don't think she is. Eh, that's funny. Oh, she's right there with Clint. You guys see that? If I had to write an Avengers style book, I, Wolverine, and at this point, it don't even have to be Logan. It could be Laura Kinney Wolverine. Need more females in Avengers anyway. Spider Man. Which Spider Man? It don't even have to be Peter. It could be Miles or Ben Riley. Hawkeye. Those are my top three, my first three. After that, I kind of need to get a mystical power person. Doctor Strange. I have a huge bias towards Doctor Strange, just telling you. But that's just my starting four, if I had to make one. And I probably, actually, one of my earliest videos is who would I make on an Avengers team? I think based on the MCU, probably. But I digress. I digress heavily. I'll go through the characters, and then I'll talk about some great moments and some little tiny bit of Easter eggs in there. Some Easter eggs. So this review might not go that long. I wrote on the side about the music. Pardon me. I love the music in this. Um, they played Sugar Plum Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, which is famously known in the Nutcracker Suite. Just the music in this was great. Just all around Christmas music and movies like this that are based around Christmas is just fantastic. Kingpin, very comics accurate. People were complaining about his look. Look, guys, I know you're saying he doesn't look all regal and super expensive businessman. In the Netflix show, all the money is put towards the wardrobes and the cinematography. And the Disney Plus show, everything is put towards the actors, in my opinion. Vincent D'Onofrio, come on. Vincent D'Onofrio, Jeremy Renner, Haley Steinfeld, Florence Pugh. I forget the name of the woman that plays Eleanor Bishop. I'm sorry about that. The guy who plays Jack, I can't remember his name either. These are some people that are actual actors. And one of them is actually a pop singer. Haley Steinfeld. So these type of shows, they push it towards, you know, the actors, and they push it towards the effects. So, but his look, he's wearing that nice flower shirt. He wore that in the comics, stomping on Spider-Man. Shut up. And Vincent D'Onofrio does not miss a beat. He feels like he came out of that show, but it's Disney. Come on, guys. When we were watching Spider-Man anime show and Kingpin showed up and he was wrecking house, you didn't really expect him to squash somebody's head. And then you read a comic book to see such gore like that. And even then, sometimes comic books, they veer off once before you get to the actual squishing part, unless it's a rated M type of book. But yeah, he's so great. He has that deep voice that Eleanor, we had a good relationship. Eleanor, because in spirit of the holidays, I'm going to give you 1 minute to think about what you're doing. Come on. And he's not dead. He's not dead. And the reason why I say he's not dead, let's go into Echo. Man, I love the fact that these bad guys can just know when people are screwing them over. Maya is like, she has no reason to not believe Clint at this point, because one, Clint showed his face, and two, she was able to verify the BS when talking to Kazi. He's like, this seems like a lot of BS. She wants to take a couple of days off. He's like, I love you, Maya, I love you. And it's just a bit of a turnaround. You don't want to search for the guy that tried to kill your dad. That was kind of my way of distracting you, but okay, it's fine. At this point, she wants revenge. And her and Kazi have a fight. Kazi don't make it out of that. Where am I at right here? I didn't even put Kazi on here. Look, it gets to a point where Kazi has to tell her he straight up, the plan was never for her to be in charge. He was always supposed to be for him to move up through the ranks. That was his life, and he can't lead a double life like her. On top of that, he takes one of the broken arrows, and you think he's going to stab her, but I need to watch it again. It looks more like he stabbed himself because he didn't want to hurt her. She was trying her best to get him out of that life. And when she pulled that gun on Maya, sometimes families, they fight. And bang. But here's the thing, guys. I don't care if it's in a Marvel movie. I don't care if it's in a horror movie. I don't care if it's in a random animated movie. If you do not see a body, if you do not see the actual wound being inflicted, it does not count. It does not count at all. It does not count ever. So, always remember, you gotta see a body. Which, I guess, if you watch anime, you think about never seeing Jiraiya's body. It's kind of funny. He's actually dead. But I don't think Kingpin is dead. They wouldn't bring him up. And spoiler, if you haven't seen Spider-Man, I'm not raising my hand for this. You should have seen it already. It's a fantastic movie. We saw Daredevil in there. There's no way in hell they're going to show literally the Daredevil universe exists and have them kill this guy off. No way in hell. No. Eleanor Bishop. When I did the recap, I had to think to myself, she seemed shady from the beginning. And I was saying it probably in my first review, because, episodes 1 and 2 were together. My first reviews, I'm like, she seemed pretty damn shady. In episode 3, when she's like, I need help, I'm like, wonder who she's calling. She's calling for someone to kill Clint. She's a bitch. But the reason why she's in league with Kingpin is because her husband, Kate's dad, he had debt with Kingpin. He had old school debt. So, of course, she had to take care of it. And I've seen certain Japanese books where some of those things don't go right for the wife that has to pay back that debt for the mafia. Whew. So, the fact that she just had to work with him is nice enough. Yeesh. So, that's rough. That's super, super rough. But at the same time, it's like her whole speech and spiel to Kate is, I was doing it to protect you. You can't handle the real world. And this whole time, this is right after Kate had a one-on-one fight with Kingpin, who, when I mean he's comic accurate, I forgot to tell you, Kate shot an arrow at this dude. He's like, fuck this arrow. She shot another one with a grapple, tossed her ass around, kicked her shit, punched her, threw her through a fucking building, got hit by a car. Eleanor hit his ass with a car, got up, took her arrows, broke the arrows, and it took her she learned the flick trick. Kate did the flick trick to hit the arrows to make them chain off and explode and knock his ass out for a little bit. Dude ain't gonna get killed by a gunshot. I don't care if he gets shot in his bald head. So, whew, but it's doing all this. Kate just did all this to make sure you didn't die, and you say you're not ready for the real world. And when the cops come, because obviously Kate turned over the evidence, Eleanor Bishop, you're here to be arrested for the death of Armand, because she killed Armand, she framed her husband, she did all this shit. And she's like, "Hey, is this what heroes do? They arrest their parents for Christmas." And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, especially if it's you. And she says, "I love you, Mom." That's all she can say. Good on Kate. She gonna get that money anyway. And Jack. Oh, I'm gonna talk about Jack later because Jack is a little bit of an afterthought for me. But I like Jack. Jack is good. Swordsman is great. Let's go down. And Kate. Kate is wearing the outfit. First of all, let's talk about her outfit that she wears to the ball, the gala, which we go back down here. There's tons of Christmas references. There's by Christmas movie references. There's Die Hard. There's the owl that was in the Rockefeller tree. Hawkeye runs into an owl that's in the tree. A little cutie pie. It's obviously 3D, but it's a cutie pie. I love owls. I legitimately love owls. So yeah. Um, what else is there? There's that Die Hard reference. There was a Home Alone reference with all the traps and stuff. Uh, what other Christmas movie? I don't think there was an Elf reference. The movie is escaping me. One that happens in the Rockefeller Plaza. I think it is Elf, where Jody and Buddy are skating. But there's another reference in there that I'm missing. But I digress. Um, Kate's wearing this wonderful evening gown. It's a formal wear event, and if you pay attention to her wardrobe throughout the series, she is very fashion slash metro. In other words, she will wear what a person will call. She actually she wears a lot of grunge. She wears the boots. She'll wear the jeans. She'll wear a men's blazer. Her outfits are very unique, but she looked really good in that ballroom gown. And when it got ripped by Elena, boom, she's in her Hawkeye outfit. Very Tobey Maguire Spider Man with the suit underneath. Very Superman with the suit underneath. I enjoy that. Um, one of the best scenes throughout this episode was between Kate and Elena. Mwah, love that whole entire interaction with them. Um, Her team up with Clint was amazing. I'm gonna get into that later as well. But she was great. She was freaking out when she saw the video, and then she had to come to terms with her mom not being a hero or her mom being with the bad guys. And one of the lines she said, when her mom is like, "Just stay put in this mess or blow over," she's like, "We're in this mess because of you. Shut up." But Kate has certainly, and I love seeing that since episodes 1, and the passage of time has been six days, all the way up until well, Christmas Eve, all the way up until Christmas Eve to get into Christmas. It's been fantastic to see her learn a bit more, grow a bit more, retain what she learned with the flick trick. And she did a great fight scene with Yelena. Granted, Yelena was not trying to kill her, but she also wasn't trying to kill Yelena. She's just trying to slow her down and stop her from killing Clint. And Yelena, oh, she looked so amazing in this episode. When you first see her with the green coat and that nice giant braid. And I gotta say, do not like the white Black Widow outfits. Didn't like them in the comics. Didn't like them in the movie. Glad she's wearing the black one now. I hope we see her more with the goggles. And I need to see a movie with her, Tom Holland's Peter Parker, and I'm gonna say Katy Perry and Kate Bishop, because the interactions between those three would be great. Just the Kate Bishop, just the fact that I need to find my notes on that fight because she tries to stop Kate from getting an elevator. Kate's getting an elevator. They have to go down because Clint's on the 12th floor. Because she's like, "Well, how are you gonna find him?" And she's like, "He's on 12." And she's smacking her hand trying to stop her from hitting any other buttons. And that was the elf reference. And when she turns her around, her outfit reveals her suit. She's like, "Did you plan for that to happen?" "Yeah, sure." And she does the elf thing where she presses all the buttons. And they fight through several offices. And before she can jump out the window, and I don't know where Kate got bolas from. Bolas, they're counterweights, three balls connected by a string. They swing, throw them. Typically, use them just to wrap around an animal or an opponent's legs to make them fall. And she did it to hit her hand and knock away one of her batons. And she's like, "Ow, ow, that really hurt." And one of the standout lines was, you know, "Stop making me like you. I cannot help it." She can't. That is the one thing about Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova. When you watch Black Widow, when you watch the movies, when you watch her in the series, she's so charming and endearing. And I know tons of people love Natasha because it's Scarlett Johansson. The way her character was done early on between Avengers, Age of Ultron, Iron Man 2, and Captain America and the Winter. No, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I think that was the name of the movie. The second Captain America movie, Winter Soldier. The way her character was portrayed, it was so different. I can't blame the actress on that. But three different groups of writers, three different sets of movies, several different sets of movies. But Florence's performance has been steady throughout all of her appearances. Which, yes, one movie in one series, but I am very much endeared to this character. I very much love this portrayal. Um, I love the conversation they have when Kate's like, "We should really get a drink, before after all this is done." And I wish they would have done that scene, or when they're doing the fight thing and Kate slaps her, and she was like, "What was that?" She's like, "I don't know." I love the fact that Elena doesn't instantly retaliate. Like, to have an assassin that's like, "Yeah, I'll fight somebody and get you out the way. I'm not going to needlessly hurt somebody. I'm going to hurt my target." Fantastic on her part. And the interaction she had with Clint was really, really good. Like, she could not believe that Natasha would sacrifice herself. She calls him a liar because he straight up says, "If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. If I told you that we were in a separate realm where one of us had to die for a glowing green rock, you wouldn't believe me. You wouldn't believe me." And she didn't believe him. Actually, she didn't believe that Natasha would sacrifice herself to save the world until Clint does the secret whistle. I'm not even gonna try to do it. It's just a. I think that's what it is. But she does her secret whistle. She's like, "Damn." So she really did trust him because she told him the secret whistle. And they have a really good cry. And like, Yelena's like, "I love the fact that this character is so strong, so cool, so endearing, and able to be open with her emotions." Same thing with Clint. Clint is openly crying, which he has. I think he's been on the verge of tears since episode 3. Since episode 3, he's been on the verge of tears. So the fact to see him cry it out, I I applaud that. Um, and now I'm transitioning into Clint. So comics accurate with this, man. I love the suit. The suit's great. I love it all the way with the finger things and the moment between. I'm gonna dip a little bit into my best scenes. One of the best scenes was seeing him make arrows with Kate, saying, "Yeah, we should make some more badass trick arrows," and he's able to make it. Which, Kate laminates the name of the arrows on the side, which I love. I'm a new hero. I'm not gonna know what the hell this is by looking at it. I have a label maker. Put it on the side. Um, Clint. It seems like Clint has finally come to terms with it all. I wish him and Elena would have had a good hug. I know it's too soon, but I wish he would have had a hug with her. I really thought she was gonna kill him. I honestly thought, because he was trying to survive at the same time. She's beating his ass with the baton to the point where she pointed the gun at him. They're fighting at the Rockefeller ice rink, by the way. Just great, great scene to go from high rise building all the way down to Rockefeller ice rink. Man, but I thought she was really gonna put a bullet in him. He probably did too. But what makes you worthy? He's like, I'm not. She said you should have tried harder to beat her. He's like, Natasha already made up her mind. She didn't just sacrifice herself for everybody else. She did it for you and for me, obviously. Which is, it's nice. Oh, he also gets that watch back for his wife. And I called it. Yes, it was her watch. Uh, I'm going to dip into my little Easter eggs. The back of it says 19. Another nickname for Bobby Morse, aka Mockingbird, is Agent 19. So I love the fact that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is non-canon in the Marvel Universe. I love that they tried the best to map it all up together. Nah, get out of here, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think the only thing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that they need to take from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., give me Melinda May. And get oh god, I can't remember the name of the guy, but give me the guy that played Robbie Reyes, that played Ghost Rider, the Cholo. I hate to call him Cholo Ghost Rider, but Hot Rod Ghost Rider. Give me that kid and Melinda May. Mm. Give me both of them. Best things out of that show, by far. Everybody was cool. I got tired of Fitzsimmons towards the ends because Simmons, if you know, you know. But yeah, give me that. Absorbing Man was good in that show too. First episode, by the way. Quake, you could get a better actress. I'm just saying. But yes, Clint was great. His wife is technically Mockingbird. I look forward to a season 2 where they're fighting side by side, and I look forward to hearing some of her code names. Maybe one of her code names was Bobby Morse, or maybe one of her code names was Mockingbird, and Laura just happens to be her real name, right? Jack was cool and Jack was funny. Teasing his cousin Armand the fifth Armand the fifth, because his dad got him out. She's like, my mom said I'm gonna be drinking from your wine cellar. You're too young for that. Well, I'm gonna have it. And he says, remember when you peed your pants at the Caribbean? Everybody remembers that. I remember that. Hilarious. He was hilarious. He was fun. We had the Hawk crew. I call them the Hawk crew. For some reason, people wouldn't just listen to random emergency people until they put on their LARPing outfits, which I didn't think they would bring their LARPing outfits, but it's cool. Didn't really care that much, but it was cool. They were very helpful, being, everybody having comms and them helping Hawkeye with everything. I like the fact that the good guys, both in this and in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I like the fact that they're able to get medical attention. No one questions them. No one goes, hey, you guys need to be in jail for breaking some kind of law. No. Shut up. Let them do their jobs. And let's continue. So, best parts. I already told you, Elena Kate Bishop fight. If you're gonna watch this for anything, watch it for that. That entire thing was great action and great comedy combined. Great and funny moment. I didn't mention that Clint was able to. Kazi had a sniper building across the way. He's gonna shoot everybody that need. Kingpin needed Clint, Kate, and Eleanor to be dead because he charged Kazi with it. Basically, straight up saying, the Ronin is in the streets. I have an Avenger sniffing around my organization, and on top of all that, Maya has betrayed us. I need this taken care of. I need to remind these people who runs this city. Well, that didn't work out too well because when homie kept with that sniper scope, Hawkeye was able to just far away. And one of the best moments, he did the triple arrow trick. Shot one, right behind it, splitting it, making 3 arrows. And when Kazi's like, nice shot, he's like, I know. Whoever wrote the dialogue for this series, they need to be paid more because the dialogue, I've never cringed at all throughout this series. And there are moments in all the other shows that made me cringe. Stuff with Carly and Falcon Winter Soldier made me cringe. Some of the stuff in Loki with some of the awkward moments between not him and Sylvie, like him and what's his boyfriend called? What's that guy called? Mobius. Between him and Mobius. Yes, I did say his boyfriend because kind of surprised those two weren't put together. Um, where else am I going? Yeah, those were kind of cringe. You know, some moments in there were cringe. Just made me go, but writing in this was pretty decent. There was not a moment where I went, oh goodness. I only went, oh goodness, with laughter. Um, Pizza Dog has a name. His name is Lucky. Kate was brought home to the family, so that's good. They're trying to workshop names. I'm pretty sure he's gonna tell her, why don't you go by Hawkeye? I'll also go by Hawkeye, and it won't matter if people will know who they meet when they meet us. Um, Kate and Clint versus the Tracksuit Mafia. That whole entire scene was nice. Like they're surrounded. We're gonna just start use all these badass trick arrows. Freeze arrow, you're hurt. You're knocked out. You're down. You're down. You're down. You're out. Oh look, there's a bus coming. Pym arrow that shrinks. The owl comes and grabs them. Those dudes are dead. And then Clint does another no look shot, which amazes her. I don't think she saw the last no look shot. He just, it's pretty damn cool for a dude to have a conversation with you and then just look to his, don't even look to his right and just shoots the thing and these people are down. Um, it's Kate Bishop, bro. That was funny. The bro that had relationship problems, she helped him out with that. That was also a funny moment. Not a high tier moment, but a funny moment. On the mid credit scene was the Rogers. I can do this all day. Like from the first episode, they they stretched it out. They showed the whole thing. They paid these guys to make this musical song and to do all this dancing. I can't remember the name of the composer who was, instructing them. Can't remember his actual name, but I'm glad they showed it. I would have preferred Elena and Kate having a drink, kind of like a shawarma thing, but whatever. Um, yeah. Oh, Scott Lang was name dropped in here too because Kate was like, "So what do we do now since they're shrunken?" And Clint's like, "I'm gonna have to ask Scott." Oh, never mind. So it's good to know where he's getting the arrows from. And that is the show. This episode by far 5 out of 5 best episode in the show. It's neck and neck with episode 5. Episode 5 was when Elena was talking to him. And the next episode after that, it goes 6-5-4 because 4 was with that nice 4-person fight scene. Yeah, 5 out of 5 for this episode. 5 out of 5 for this series. Like I said earlier, is it biased? Probably is, but I enjoyed every single episode in here. Let me know what you think. I need to see these characters again, please, please, please. Marvel, I don't know when you're gonna do freaking Avengers movie. Don't know when you're gonna do a Young Avengers movie. For the love of God, I don't even know when you're going to do a Defenders movie, a Champions movie. You have so many damn teams. Just put these characters in with each other, with other people. Please. Please don't make me wait that long. Please. I might do a small review of the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness teaser. That was the after credit scene, which wasn't a scene, it's a whole trailer, a whole little mini trailer they gave us for seeing Spider-Man. So I might do a little thing about that tomorrow. Might. I usually don't like reacting to things, but I'll talk about it. All in all, all in all, 5 out of 5. I need to know what you think down in the comment section below. If you watched this whole thing, tell me what your favorite arrow is and was. My favorite arrow has to be. Damn, I like the magnet arrows with the Iron Man Stark arrow. I like that combo where he magnetized all the guns and then he shocked everybody. That's my favorite combo of arrows. Let me know what your favorite arrow or arrow combo is in the comment section if you gotten all the way to the end of this video. As always, thank you for taking some time out to spend some time with me. Please hit me up with that like. It helps out the channel. Please, I already asked for your comment. So, give me a subscribe if you're new here. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers. And if you're not new here, hit the notification bell. And make sure that both sets of you people share this video so other people can see what a great time we are having here. It is going to be Christmas this weekend, guys. So, please, Have a safe holiday weekend. Have safe travels. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, just be safe. Have a holly jolly time. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Be good. Be blessed. Wash your hands. Please make sure you wear that mask. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk. And I will definitely see you next time.